Welcome to Kerr9000's Horror House.
So, I'm here to talk about the 2020 Dracula mini-TV series. It's a drama horror television serial developed by Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat, two names you will probably recognise quite a lot if you're a fan of Doctor Who. And it's of course based on the 1897 novel of the same name by Bram Stoker. The series consists of 3 episodes and they premiered on the 1st of January 2020, and one episode was broadcast every day over 3 consecutive days on BBC One before being released on Netflix. The series basically follows Dracula from his origins in Eastern Europe to his battles with the Van Helsing descendants and beyond. Now, I was a massive fan of both the 1931 Universal Dracula film and the Christopher Lee films, so I'm quite protective of my Draculas. However, I'm not quite sure how to say the actor's name, but Claes Bang makes an amazing Count Dracula, and this series actually does some things that the 1931 film wanted to do. For example, when we first see Dracula, he is very old and he slowly becomes younger through the consumption of blood. That is an idea that was abandoned due to financial constraints in the Universal movie. This series is also not afraid to take a few detours, treat a few characters slightly differently, and pull a few surprises. But I have to say that Dolly Wells as Agatha Van Helsing is amazing. John Heffernan as Jonathan Harker is amazing. Sacha Darwin, who turns up as Dr. Sharma, is quite good, and another name people will recognise if they're fans of Doctor Who. And I really did appreciate Mark Gatiss turning up as Renfield. I've watched documentaries Gatiss has made about his love of horror movies, and yeah, you can just tell his involvement as this, both as an actor and as a writer. Yeah, you can feel his love of horror films pouring through. To quickly go over the episodes, the first episode, The Rules of the Beast, directed by Johnny Campbell, starts with Jonathan Harker travelling to Count Dracula's castle in Transylvania, and it mostly focuses on those two's relationship, on the way that Dracula feeds on Jonathan and becomes more youthful while Jonathan becomes increasingly weaker, while Harker searches the castle and discovers, well, I'll leave that to you to watch. I can't say much more though, because this is one of those series where if I tell you everything that happens, it would spoil the surprises and the turns. So the second episode, Blood Vessel, has Dracula as a passenger on the Demeter, a boat which has been chartered to sail to England. And this turns into, well, I'd say it's sort of a mystery, but it's a mystery for the characters, but you're kind of in on it. I didn't quite enjoy this episode as much as the first, but I guess that's because I kind of knew that in some parts this show was going to be a little tricksy after the first episode. On to the third episode, The Dark Compass. I really can't say a lot about this one without spoiling the other two. But this is the one that really takes the idea of Dracula in a different direction. All I can say is that there's so many things about this series I love. The casting is amazing and it has a lot of actors really giving it their best. And it manages to take the old story of Dracula and spin some new life in it, pardon the pun. I think if you like Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss and you like the episodes of Doctor Who they're involved in and you happen to be a horror fan as well, then this will be right up your alley. And even if you don't know who they are and you just want a slightly different take on Dracula that explores the story from a few different angles, really, I highly recommend this. I thought it was a great ride from start to end, and I would love to see them return and do the same thing with something else like Frankenstein or The Mummy. And, well, I guess that's all I've got to say on this one, but really, I highly recommend it. I thought it was great fun. And it did at points really keep me guessing. Okay, that's Kerr9000, the Chrome-Faced Man, signing off saying, keep on watching those scary movies, boys and ghouls. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. Laters, taters.
A Squaffy Bear production.
Hi, it's Kerr9000, the Chrome-Faced Man. I'd just like to say thank you for making it to the end of my video. I've got lots of stuff on my channel. My horror house doing horror reviews, games room doing games, sci-fi station. It's absolutely chock-a-block full. I can also be found on the Retro Gamer U forum, which is full of great people, great laugh. At the end of this video there's going to be some little icons to tick if you want to subscribe, a link to one video, a link to a playlist. I'd also like to recommend the wonderful, talented Just Jessica, who does cosy games like Dreamlight Valley, and is my supportive partner. Thank you ever so much once again for watching my video, and particularly if you follow me, thank you for all your support, and have a great rest of your day.